Sometime later, all of them had eaten their respective meals, finally heading to their room. Varian to the room he had to himself, and Young and Hugo to the other one. Hugo opened the door with the key. He immediately dropped his bag inside and ran over to the bed, dramatically dropping himself onto it. He landed face first on the pillow and chuckled a bit, turning around to lie on his back. Oh man, I've missed sleeping in a bed, he sighed, stretching and sitting up, allowing Young to also jump onto the bed. It's so soft, the kid said, hugging a pillow. The softest feathers. V may seem like an asshole, but he really does care about his customers. Maybe a bit too much, Hugo hummed. She needs to learn some business strategies. Not everything has to be perfect, especially not for such a low price. I don't understand business things all that well. Why shouldn't it be perfect? Because quality is expensive. You have to make the money back one way or another, while also earning enough to pay the rent. The older boy shrugged. Doesn't matter. It's not for us to worry about. He absent-mindedly ruffled Young's hair. The younger nodded a bit. Why was she being so mean to you? I thought she, or he, was going to hurt you. Nah, he's an old friend. He's just a bit aggressive sometimes, but that's how you get things done around here. This isn't exactly the safest town to be at. Though this inn is relatively safe, Hugo said, suppressing a yawn. But hey, you got me to protect you if anything happens. He gave Young a friendly punch to the shoulder. Young smiled a bit and thought about what Hugo said. Okay, if you say so. I don't understand why people react so mean on purpose to their friends. It's just a different way of communicating, I guess. Some people don't want to appear weak, Hugo shrugged, adding, by the way, V goes by both he and she, so both are okay when talking about her. But is he a boy or a girl? The kid tilted his head, confused. Both, the blonde explained simply. That's a thing? Wow, that's so cool. Hugo chuckled a bit. It's very cool. I'm neither a boy nor a girl. But don't you have a penis? Why aren't you a boy? Gender is different than sex. Your sex is defined by the genitalia you were born with. Gender is what you identify as. I was born as a boy, but I don't feel like a boy deep down. But I also don't feel like a girl, so I don't care what people call me by. He, she, they, it, or something else, so I leave that up to others' interpretation. Young listened, slightly confused but also intrigued. Most people just say he when talking about me. Others say she, while other people fluctuate between whatever comes up in their minds when talking about me. Hugo frowned, wondering why he was opening up about this. He never told anyone this, except for V and Cyrus. It was too late to stop now, so he continued anyway. I like to wear dresses sometimes, because it makes me feel pretty, and they're strangely comfortable. And usually I wear eyeliner to make my eyes a better shape. He grabbed the handkerchief and took off his glasses, wiping off the eyeliner. Jesus Christ, did I really just come out to you? What's the next thing? Am I gonna tell you I'm gay too? Hugo pursed his lips, cringing at his own stupidity. He looked back at Young. The kid was staring at Hugo, eyes sparkling with wonder. He was about to unleash a whirlwind of questions. The elder quickly interfered. One question at a time. Young nodded, taking a deep breath to keep his excitement under control. He paused for a moment, thinking of what to ask first. Okay, first of all, what should I say when talking about you? He or she, boy or girl, or something else? I don't care. Just say whatever comes to mind when you see me. So, boy is okay? He got another response. Can you do eyeliner on me? And can we paint our nails together? Hugo nodded, yawning. Sure, kid. Tomorrow, though. I'm tired. Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm tired too. But one more question, Hugo said quickly, almost tripping over his words. How could this kid have this much energy left after such a long, tiring day? Does being gay mean you like boys, or not? Because gay means same sex, right? Yeah, it means I like guys, but I mean guys as in people who identify as men. I don't really mind what genitals my partner has as long as they're a guy and present as such. The blonde got up. He was struggling to take his prosthetic arm off while keeping his shirt on, so he went to the bathroom to fix that. Young nodded a bit, just sitting there processing all that information. He was already aware that same-sex couples existed, and his own brother was a trans man, but those things were never directly explained to him before. He was just taught to respect it without understanding it. It took the boy a moment to process everything. Once he decided he understood everything Young took out his hearing aids, putting them in their designated padded bamboo box and setting them next to the bed, far enough away so no one could step on it. He yawned once again and got comfortable, leaving enough space for Hugo to sleep as well. Hugo came back soon enough, throwing the robotic arm under the bed carelessly. He set Olivia down on the floor as a guard. If the door or window would open, she would sound an alarm. The blonde then took off his glasses and rested them on the window sill before laying down in bed. Good night, Young said softly, already half asleep. Good night, Young signed in return. That woke the younger up in surprise. He took a deep breath to ask questions again, but Hugo held up a hand to stop him. No more questions. Sleep. It was quite a struggle signing with just one hand, but he was grateful to see Young understood. Okay, night Hugo. The blonde just pet the kid's head and shut his eyes. Seconds later both of them were asleep. And that's the end of chapter 7. Damn, chapter 7 already. I updated the thing so the links are now in the comments and I hope that will keep working. So yeah, links in the comments to the fanfiction itself. And see y'all next chapter.